What's up guys, GoTo here, back at a new video, and in today's video I will be ranking all the game passes in Anime Fighting Simulator X. These are all the current available game passes, and here are all the tiers which they are going to be ranked into. But before I get into the video, this game is very free to play friendly, so if you guys do not have any Robux, do not worry, this game is still very fun for you to play and you can easily progress into the game. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. First game pass we have is the skip opening. This one is actually pretty decent. Whenever you guys are summoning for a champion, there is a big animation as you guys can see right here. It takes around 6 or 7 seconds and then you get yourself your first champion. And if you guys have this game pass, it will instantly roll the champion and you will save a lot of time. So with that being said, this game pass is going in the best tier since it's very effective and cheap. Next up we have the plus 100 champion slots. This one is quite useless since in the settings there is actually a auto sell option, so you guys can sell the unwanted champions automatically while opening champions. So all this space is actually not even needed. So this is why we are gonna be putting this in the bad tier. Next up we have the VIP game pass. This one is actually pretty decent but will cost you 600 Robux. It gives you a VIP chat tag, so if you say anything in the chat, it's gonna say VIP next to your name. It also gives you double daily rewards, which is pretty decent, but when you get into the end game, it doesn't really matter. It also gives you plus 25% fighting pass EXP, which is actually pretty good, and it does not even stop there. You guys will open up 2 extra champions and also you will have 50 extra space in your inventory. So all of those buffs for only 600 Robux seems very good, but still if you don't have them, it works completely fine, but it is going in the best tier for me. Next we have the auto clicker game pass. In a lot of people's eyes, this is complete useless since you can actually download an auto clicker. As you can see, I also have one right here which is very OP. You just turn it on and it will click for you, which is pretty cool. But the thing which makes this game pass very good is whenever you guys are using a normal auto clicker, you guys cannot do anything else on your PC, such as you cannot work or you cannot watch YouTube and basically cannot use your PC. But with this game pass, you can do everything you want. The game will just automatically click and you will not have to do anything or worry about anything. So with that being said, it goes in the best tier for me. Next up we have the dragon mount. Yes, it is very drippy and very cool and also is the fastest mount in the game, but you know, it is 800 Robux and I would rather buy other game passes instead of this, so I'd say it goes in the bad tier, but if you want it, I guess you can buy it. Moving on into one of the best game passes, we have the plus 3 champions open. It is quite straightforward. You will summon 3 extra champions. As a person who does not spend any Robux on this game, you guys can open 6 champions at once, but if you spend Robux on the plus 3 champion open and the VIP game pass, you can open a total of 11 champions at once, which is pretty OP. So with the price being at 400, I am going to be ranking this game pass in the best tier. Next we have one of the most useless game passes in the game, the 2 times votes. In the tournament mode, whenever you vote a map or a game mode, your vote is basically going to be doubled, which you know, a lot of us don't care about, so it's going in the bad tier. Next we have the luck game pass. This one will cost you 300 Robux and also will give you 50% more luck. Essentially you are 50% more luckier than usual, but in my opinion all the luck game passes in any game are basically useless, so you know, I'm gonna be ranking it in the bad tier. I do not like to spend Robux on useless items. Okay, moving on into the next one, we have the conceal power. This one is actually pretty good since you can actually conceal your power and nobody sees it. This is fully cosmetic and will not help you in any shape or form. So if you just want to hide your power from other people, I guess you can buy this. So I'm gonna be putting it in the mid tier since it can be used in you know, trolling other people and stuff like that, but it's not really that OP, so it's gonna stay in the mid tier. Next we have the fast travel game pass, the one which I got gifted from my friend. Whenever you guys open up the minimap, you guys can teleport to every single island in the game. There is going to be a bus stop and you can just teleport, but the main reason why I got gifted this game pass is that it can be used to AFK farm. Yes, you heard me correctly, AFK farm. You guys can use this to AFK farm bosses and earn a lot of yen in the process. But it is quite complex, so I can explain that in a different video, or you guys can just search up on YouTube and find yourself the video. So this game pass isn't only good for traveling around the map, it is actually very useful for AFKing as well. So I'm gonna rank this in the best tier. Next up we have the Super Luck Game Pass, another very stupid game pass. This will give you 2 times your luck, but you know, luck is a scam, so it's gonna go in the bad tier for me. But if you have the extra Robux, you can buy it and I guess you know, try your luck, but I wouldn't like to do so. Next we have the Reduced Cooldowns Game Pass. This one is very OP, and just for the nerds, if you guys have the Madara champion, this will also reduce your cooldowns by 20%. So imagine having minus 25% on top of your Madara's ability cooldown. That would basically make you very strong and will help you guys defeat bosses, and will also help you guys do some AFK grinding. So I'm going to be ranking the Reduced Cooldown Game Pass in the best tier. Very OP. Moving on into the second last Game Pass, we have the Chakra Healing. This one is pretty good but has a cheap alternative. But first let me explain the Game Pass. Whenever you are training Chakra, you will actually heal your health, which is very OP in fighting bosses. But if you guys do not have this Game Pass, you guys can go get yourself the Overhaul Quirk, which is a 1% boss drop, and you see the Reassemble ability right here. If you use this ability, you guys can actually heal yourself. Let me take some damage and I will showcase it to you guys very fast. There we go. I just took a bit of damage, and now if I use the Reassemble ability, as you can see, I am healing myself very quickly. So it is actually a pretty good alternative, but obviously Chakra Healing is better. So it is going in the mid tier since it has an alternative, but if Overhaul wasn't in the game, I would rank this in the best tier. Lastly, we have the Fruit Tracker Game Pass, which is 2.5 thousand Robux. Every anime game on Roblox has a very overpriced Game Pass, and the Fruit Tracker is the one in this game. Whenever a fruit spawns, it will tell you where it is and will take you exactly to its location. But in my opinion, it's not worth the 2.5k Robux, and rather than spending it on this, I would buy the other Game Passes, which are much more useful. So with that being said, I'm gonna rank this in the bad tier. And also there is a way of getting fruits if you are free to play. Just simply do the Fruit Hunters adventure and you guys can get a good fruit. And if you cannot do that, then there's also another way, but it is very complex and tricky to explain, so I'll explain that in a different video if you guys want me to, so comment down below. But yes, this is my final tier list, and if you guys found this video helpful or enjoyed it even a little bit, make sure to hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.